Biggs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Erik Spoelstra has on the floor. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense, other times it's to ignite it.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Here's Wright. Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. Traps in the tray.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's Rozier missing. Milwaukee in total control. Jackson passes to Portis. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And he can't get the first one. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And Erik Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Wright dishes to Smith. Back to Wright. Clock at 6. Driving in. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Burks. Rozier for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Rozier against Wright to stop the run. And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Smith with a screen on Rozier. And Wright, here we go.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Love kicks to Rozier. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up for him.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. From deep, Green. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Green with the ball. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Rozier with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kevin Love. And Hero subbed in for Jaime Jaquez.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Burks finds Butler. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Lillard. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half. The Heat have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And it's good for 2.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Middleton the pass to Trent. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Middleton can't get it to go. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Hero, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history. Average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler deciding where to go with it. This one for 3, and here's Hero. That's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up. He threw himself into a lot of plays.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Fires top of the key. And that one comes up a bit short. Rozier against Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Seven seconds left in the fourth. And here is Rozier. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
You know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I get about is that we got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.